Mom, I love you and I'll really miss you. You know, I want to do so much for you. I want to give you a comfortable life and a lot of space. I couldn't do it all, but thanks to it, it'll be good times. This is what I want to give it to you.
That's all I'm giving you right now. But what I can do is promise you that on this episode of A Whole New World, your home show, you will see the tiniest of spaces in a city like Mumbai being transformed into a complete sanctuary. It was Mrs Sahai who wrote in to us telling us of her family's story. Her father, Mr. Anil Sahai, worked in a government agency in Jabalpur, where they lived for a few years. This is the queen of the castle, her mother, Mrs. Sahai, and this is her sister, Tanushri.
We were all very happy in Jabalpur. We had a huge space, 3 BHK house with a huge garden. My dad's a nature lover, you know, he loves nature. My mom is a housewife. She had a set of friends there. She had a particular routine she followed. Our life changed when we came to Mumbai from Jabalpur. We had to come here because my dad got transferred here. The upside was that we had a 2 BHK flat in Mumbai, but the downside was that the space in Mumbai was much smaller than what we had in Jabalpur. My mom felt the space constraint the most. I think she is, you know, not that happy, not that smiling as she was in Jabalpur. And you know, she does so much for all of us. I really want to do something for her, and if I can do something that can make her smile, then it'll be great.
The move from an open space to a cramped space definitely counts as a life change. But that isn't the only development here. The family is going through one more change, and that too, a very large one.
My sister's getting married and I'm really excited for her.
But you know what? I'm really worried about Mom. I want to do so much more for her before I get married.
Don't be sad. You've already written to NDTV Good Times asking for help.
Yes. So despite our home being small, it's a very nice feature. We have a garden. I mean, at least that is what it was meant for before we got all our boxes from Jabalpur. You know, I wish this place would be more greener, more peaceful. Something like Jabalpur, that would make my mom happy.
Landscaping in a small space in Mumbai. Now that sounded like a real challenge. But after seeing this landscape architect's work, we knew we'd found the right expert for this job.
Hi, I'm Urmila Rajadhyaksha, landscape architect practicing here in Mumbai. I've done the garden of the Prince of Wales Museum recently, and I've also been a part of the team for the National Tax Headquarter, Rajaswa Bhavan, which is coming up at Delhi. Landscaping for me is about bringing joy and delight to the spaces I design.
And so I head out to meet Urmila and inspect this so-called garden. What do you think of this space?
It's a mess, and they seem to have been using it for nothing but storage.
There's so much clutter.
That's it.
I can only see pots and cupboards and sewing machine and shoes.
I don't think this is a garden, it's just a storage space, that's it.
Okay, so can we transform it or not? Is that possible?
Of course it's possible, anything is possible, and that's the challenge of the space.
Okay, and also in a city like Mumbai, you don't really have space, so this is actually a luxury.
That's right.
Okay, do you think we should meet the candidate?
Yes, we should do that.
Ruchira, please come and join us. Hello.
Hi, Ruchira.
Ruchira, this is Urmila. Urmila, this is Ruchira.
Hi.
And she is going to be sorting your life out in so many ways. Now, we just saw the space for the first time.
Yes.
I want you to tell me, what do you have in mind?
I really want this clutter gone and I really want a nice open space.
For a moment, you just forget about the clutter that's here and think about what you could do in a place like this.
Yeah, I think that's
you
step
or your
one.
family or anybody else.
Yes. My mom loves plants, so you know, I would want a lot of greenery. My dad, he loves nature and he loves reading books. So maybe a seating arrangement for him. And my sister Tanu, she'll be happy with whatever you do. And Maya.
Who's Maya?
Maya, oh, Maya is my little dog.
Oh, okay.
Okay, and you see the space out there?
Which space? I haven't seen any space.
The study table, I should say.
Okay. Oh,
Okay.
wow, okay.
Yes, which she uses, you know, to just climb on and, you know, have the view what she wants. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh,
Yes.
So you have 3 specifications, Urmila.
okay.
My question is, how are we going to start first? What is the first step in this area?
Well, for a start, we need to know what our space is.
Okay.
So we need to get this clutter cleared up
Right.
and then measure it so we can get it down on paper and start working.
हमें फर्श तोड़ना है
जी।
तो वो आप अभी शुरू कर सकते हैं
अभी शुरू करेंगे।
So I guess that gives us a little time. We have enough time and you have enough time to draw up your plans. When should we regroup?
Juhi, I think you, Ruchira and me could regroup in another 2 to 3 days. Bye, Ruchira.
Bye.
It's 10 a.m. on day 4 and Urmila has ventured out into the world of vendors. Her first stop, a Century Ply dealer shop.
I think I need to get started with a few basics, like ordering the ply, because it's going to help me construct a lot of things around Ruchira's garden.
May I help you, madam?
Hi. I'm looking for some ply for a garden space that I'm doing. Is there something you could suggest?
Yeah, see, Century Architect Ply is a lifetime guarantee for the product.
The dealer explains that Architect Ply is a perfect outdoor sosolution as it is weather and waterproof and has a lifetime guarantee. Just what a garden needs.
Okay, so I think I'll require it in 2 thicknesses, 9 mm and 19 mm, say 5 sheets of each. Would you be able to organize that straight away? Next up, I need to check out on light fittings. So here I've come to Havells to see what they have for Ruchira's space.
Urmila shortlists 2 units of a large dust and waterproof halogen that will reflect light off the walls in the garden. She then picks 7 units of a CFL light that will be fitted into the planter wall. These are glare-free CFL lights that will be soft on the eyes and energy-saving too. On site, Gopalji, who has received word on the size of these light fittings, begins construction of this planter wall that will also act as a seating ledge. By the end of the day, the progress seems to be satisfactory. Meanwhile, Urmila has called for a design presentation meeting with Ruchira and me. Urmila, you look rather happy with yourself. Are you ready with some basic plan for Ruchira's space?
That's right, that's what I've come with today.
Okay, I was wondering if you could show us what you've got planned.
Yeah.
I see a rough layout. Tell us a little more about it, some details, please.
What I've done over here is put in a long planter along the wall because we have a linear space. So that kind of neatens the space up and matches the straight lines that are there. This is where we are putting up a partition so that nobody peeps in over here. And we're making it green so it blends with the planting that we'll be doing in front of it. That's the wall where your bookshelf will be coming for your dad's books.
Okay.
This is where a seating area, which could also have this ledge wall which works as a seat. And that's where Maya's outpost is going to be.
Okay, that's nice. So what do you think of it so far, Ruchira?
I think it's going to be great.
Yeah?
She's taking care of Maya, of plants, my dad.
Yeah.
Okay, we're also putting in lights which are low over here and which give a kind of dim lighting, and some lights over here which will wash light on the walls.
I must say, Urmila's design is just perfect. She's taken care of everything, right from the Maya's post to my dad's bookshelf to the seating arrangement for my mom or for other people. Also, in case if we have a party, in the evening, she's taken care of the lights that we would require. I just hope it's done soon, and I just can't wait to see the final garden.
इसकी शादी भी हो रही है। मेरी बेटी हमको एक ससुराल जाने के टाइम पे जाने के पहले एक गिफ्ट दे रही है हमको गार्डन बना करके।
Seeing my mother smile was the greatest feeling in the world, and you have no idea what it means to all of us.
Before the break, you saw that the civil work in Ruchira's front yard had begun, and Urmila's landscaping plan for the garden was well received. So you seem very happy with this
I am
place.
very happy.
Yeah, and you've covered every aspect, Urmila. Now, my question is, where do we go from here? What do we do?
Well, where do we go from here? Well, I'm going to ask you a question too.
Okay.
Are you girls wearing comfortable shoes?
Yes. Why?
Because where we go from here is out shopping.
Urmila is a lady on a mission. With the initial plans done, she's already got shopping lined up. So this is going to be a lot of fun, and this is something I'm really excited about. Before we knew it, we were at our favorite stop, the Asian Paints Color Store. Our current quest is to find some good outdoor paint. So there is a lot to choose from. There's a whole lot of variety. I just wanted to ask you, Ruchira, is there anything specific that you have in mind?
You know what I want is a color, maybe something which is earthly, sober, not very bright. I think that would look good for my garden.
What do you have to say about that, ma'am?
Earthly would be a good idea because we have a lot of harsh sun, so it would mute that.
Okay.
And make it a nice, wonderful, calm place.
In order to figure out exactly what it is that we're looking at, there is a color consultant, and I think we should go and chat with her. We're looking at some paints that we're going to use on the walls outside.
We're looking for something for the outdoors.
So I would recommend Apex Ultima.
Okay. I think the beiges and the browns are what's going to suit us. Balsam brown, perhaps. So that's nice.
Looks nice, yeah.
And something with a little more sheen for a feature wall that I'm planning in her garden.
Yes, we have metallic shades as well, and these are the shades that are available in metallics.
Maybe the Savannah gold.
Yeah, I kind of like both the colors. This is what I actually wanted, and even this is fine, but I'm still not sure of the combination. You know, how will it look together? But I think I trust you. So I think it's fine. Only one thing, I mean, I think it looks too plain. Do you kind of have some texture?
Since you want to look at some textures in Apex, we have them displayed out there, so I'll just take you through them.
Okay, super.
These are few of the textures that are available in Apex Ultima.
Namrata, you think you could show us something a little edgier, maybe a little more rough? Because I think this is looking a little too smooth.
Rough, so you can see something like this probably.
Yeah.
Oh, I like this.
You like it?
Perfect, yes.
Since we are working with the exteriors and light cannot really be predicted or controlled, I've chosen the Apex Duracast Venezio texture to add that soft look to the exteriors. To brighten up the dull grills at Ruchira's house, I've decided to use Green Wisp, which is actually a shade of white from the Asian Paints Satin Enamel range. And for the plywood, which is the backdrop behind the plants, I'm using organic green to blend and add to the greenery.
So, we all agree on this?
That's right.
Yeah? Urmila, I'm still wearing my comfortable shoes, so where do we head from here?
No, we are done for today.
Okay.
But maybe you guys could join me tomorrow.
Urmila has decided to pack us up and take the last meeting of the day by herself. She is meeting Ronita Italia Dhanu, the editor of Good Homes India magazine. Urmila updates Ronita on the current garden space, her plans for its transformation, and what Ronita can bring to the table.
After seeing the space, I think what it really needs is color, a lot of character, and some serious bit of working on. Super. So let me sum this up. You want me to do the furniture for this area as well as the accessories.
Exactly.
Nice. So what I'm thinking is something pretty glowing during the evenings and nice and happy in the daytime.
Yeah, just to add those finishing touches.
Perfect. Let's get it done.
Yeah, I've not told you this before, but you know, we have a haldi function just after a week, and then we'll be leaving for my wedding few days later. So I'm not sure how will things wind up.
My goodness, I wish I'd known this before. Much as I like this family, it's quite irritating to be given this intimation at this last moment.
It is day 7 and Urmila arrives early on site for a quick inspection. In her absence, Gopalji and his workers have completed the plastering of the planter wall and have left it to cure. The Asian Paints Home Solution team has also completed the scraping of all the walls.
This wall is really giving shape to this place. And now what I need to do is get the paving ordered. The Viara website has a number of options. The thing with this floor is that it's really uneven and rough. Pavers or flags would be good for this place. easy to maintain and practical, and the rainwater would just flow off. Well, and the shot blasted finish would be just right, not too granular and rough, but at the same time non-skid.
And so Urmila orders the grey flagstone for the lead seating and a Jaisalmer yellow for the floor. Even before she finishes placing the order, Urmila has a surprise visit. Maya, the Sahai pet, misses her perch and has stepped out of hiding to complain.
Okay, Maya, don't worry. We'll keep your spot for you.
Hot on the heels of their pet arrive the Sahais. This is Urmila's first meeting with Mrs Sahai and Tanushree, Ruchira's sister.
So how does your family feel about the work that's going on?
मम्मी
बहुत अच्छा लग रहा है ये जान करके कि हमको ये अच्छा सुंदर गार्डन मिलेगा। हम तो बहुत खुश हो गए। इसकी शादी भी हो रही है। मेरी बेटी हमको एक ससुराल जाने के टाइम पे जाने के पहले गिफ्ट दे रही है हमको गार्डन बना करके। ये हमारा यादगार रहेगा इसका।
Seeing my mother smile was the greatest feeling in the world, and you have no idea what it means to all of us. Ruchira was on top of the world, and it's the best thing that she could have ever given to my mom before the wedding.
Yeah, I've not told you this before, but we have a haldi function just after a week, and then we'll be leaving for my wedding few days later. So I'm not sure how will things wind up.
My goodness, I wish I'd known this before. Much as I like this family, it's quite irritating to be given this intimation at this last moment.
ये सब तो ठीक है, लेकिन बाहर से हमको कोई देखे नहीं, इसका हमको मतलब ध्यान होना चाहिए कि तो हमको प्राइवेसी इधर मिलना चाहिए.
Another fresh demand, and that too at such short notice. Fortunately, I've already taken care of the privacy factor with the plywood screen.
While Urmila is having a bittersweet day, Yonita on the other hand has already gotten down to business.
So Urmila wanted me to get some garden seating options for the parents, and guess what? I found this great website called www.pepperfry.com, and they have some fabulous garden options. So let's check it out. What I love are the prices. It's very economical. It's something that you don't have to worry spending on, so this is great. I found a great option for her parents since they like to sit out and relax. We've got a comfortable set of table and chair made of shisham and wrought iron. It works, it's weatherproof, it looks good, it's versatile, it's foldable. So I've got my furniture done. I need to sort out the accessories, so let's go for it. We boiled down to Peacock Life for picking out the accessories because the garden really needs color, and this is one place that I know I will get color. I love the accessories here. I love the kind of, small elements there are. I also love the little knickknacks that add character to a space here. This is fabulous. There is so much I can do with this. I definitely want this in the garden. This is great because it brings in just the right amount of color, and the garden really needs that. So we go for this. The kind of accessories I've picked out for the garden are very real. They're things the